This is Lauren with Lubbock Lake National Historic Landmark, and this is Learning with the Landmark. Let me introduce you to the ancient bison, or Bison antiquus. This animal was a large grazer and an excellent source of food for ancient peoples. The main difference between the ancient bison and the modern day bison is size. The modern day bison can be about 5 to 6 feet tall at the hump and weigh anywhere from 700 to 2,000 pounds, while the ancient bison could grow to be about 7.5 feet tall at the hump and weigh up to 3,500 pounds. Unlike most of the extinct megafauna that we have found evidence of here at the landmark, the ancient bison did not go extinct in the traditional sense. Rather, it evolved into the smaller modern-day bison over time. This evolution took place due to climatic and environmental changes. While the climate throughout the Pleistocene saw periods of increased moisture supporting a cool season grassland, by the start of the Holocene around 11,000 years ago, we began to see periods of drought occur. The shift from cool season grasses to warm season grasses took place on the southern high plains between 8,000 and 7,500 years ago. This change in grassland drove the decrease in bison body size, coinciding with the rise of the short grass prairie. Modern bison live on the prairie, grazing, like their ancient predecessors, on grasses and forbs. Their grazing habits, as well as behavioral habits like wallowing, allow for diverse and consistent plant growth throughout prairie environments, like the one we have here at the landmark. Modern bison still roam the plains today, but in much smaller numbers and generally within managed preserves. Their numbers shrank significantly during the westward expansion of white settlers throughout the 1800s. Buffalo hunters greatly reduced the numbers of bison from millions to only a few hundred by the late 1880s. This hunting was a deliberate effort to drive out Native Americans in the region, who relied heavily on these animals for food and provisioning, as well as to make room for railroads being built throughout the region. Modern conservation efforts have restored bison populations in several areas in the western United States, although their populations and range are still only a fraction of what they once were. Keystone species like bison are necessary to naturally maintain grasslands throughout the U.S., which without them have largely ceased to exist. The Lubbock Lake Landmark is a well-maintained yet small and isolated portion of native prairie not home to bison. Because of our lack of native grazers, human intervention is necessary to maintain our healthy and diverse mixed grass prairie. Thank you for joining us here today at the Landmark to learn about the ancient and modern day bison. Comment below and tell us about the last time you saw a bison. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.